Welcome back to Explain the Charts, everyone. Today, September 13th, 2025, we're putting Ethereum, or ETHUSD, under the microscope for a comprehensive deep dive into its current state. We'll start with the latest news and current events, then dissect the charts to understand where the price might be heading, both in the short and long term. The overarching sentiment around Ethereum is cautiously bullish, driven by some very significant developments. A major catalyst is the continued influx into Ethereum ETFs, with reports showing nearly $10 billion in inflows and trading volumes nearing $200 billion. BlackRock's ETH ETF, in particular, is leading the charge, signaling strong institutional interest and adoption. This institutional embrace is also reflected in whale activity, with wealthy investors increasing their holdings by a staggering 14% since April, accumulating over 5.54 million ETH. These accumulations started when ETH was much lower, near $1,400 to $1,500, a clear indicator of long-term confidence. Looking at the daily chart, we can see how this buying pressure translated into significant rallies, especially in November 2024 and more recently in July and August 2025. Specifically, the chart shows a powerful move in early November 2024, propelling ETH from around $2,400 to nearly $3,400. Another impressive surge occurred in the latter half of November, pushing it towards $3,700. Fast forward to July and August of this year, and we witnessed another robust uptrend, taking ETHUSD from the $2,400 region to highs near $4,800, perfectly aligning with news of escalating institutional flows and whale accumulation. Analysts are even projecting a potential $6,800 target for Q4 this year, underpinned by these strong fundamentals. However, the market isn't without its headwinds. The SEC's postponement of decisions on ETH ETF staking proposals on September 11th introduced short-term bearish pressure. Though the daily candle for September 11th still closed positive, indicating resilience, such regulatory uncertainty often triggers volatility. Additionally, an Ethereum Foundation sale of over 4,000 ETH in August 2025 likely contributed to the price weakness we observed in late August. Let's zoom in on the daily chart to pinpoint that notable dip in August. The large red candle on August 25th, representing an over 8% drop, is a direct reflection of this selling pressure and broader market caution. Now, let's switch to the 1-hour chart to examine the August 24th to 26th period more closely. After touching highs near $4,958 on August 24th, we can see a sharp reversal. The significant red hourly candle at 1900 hours Universal Time coordinated on August 24th marked the beginning of a rapid decline. This hourly view clearly illustrates the selling intensity that led to the substantial daily drop on August 25th. The price then found some footing, beginning a recovery from around $4,335 on August 25th to around $4,555 by August 26th, showing a resilient bounce after the initial shock. Returning to the daily chart, Ethereum has shown remarkable recovery from its lows earlier this year, particularly the major crash on April 6th when it touched $1,535. This level now stands as a critical long-term support for ETHUSD. The rally from that low, culminating in the recent push above $4,700, highlights a significant bullish reversal in the long-term trend. Currently, ETHUSD is navigating a key consolidation zone between $4,300 and $4,400. This level serves as immediate support, with a break below potentially signaling a retest of lower levels like $3,700 or even $3,400. On the upside, immediate resistance lies at the recent high of approximately $4,750. Beyond this, the psychological barrier of $5,000 and the analysts' projected $4,900 mark are crucial to breach for further upward momentum. Let's transition to the 15-minute chart to analyze the very recent price action, specifically from September 7th to today, September 12th. After a period of tight consolidation between $4,280 and $4,340, we observed increased volatility and upward pressure. A notable spike occurred on September 12th at 0:41 Universal Time Coordinated, when the price jumped over 1% on significant volume, moving from $4,476 to $4,522. This was followed by a sustained upward trend, pushing ETHUSD past $4,600, then towards $4,700. The chart indicates strong buying interest, especially with the last few candles showing an energetic push on high volume, which suggests continued short-term bullish sentiment. This recent price action appears to be a direct continuation of the broader bullish trend, despite the brief regulatory headwinds. In recap, Ethereum is currently hovering around $4,714, displaying strong signs of bullish momentum following recent positive news and substantial institutional interest. Key support levels to watch are $4,300 to $4,400, acting as a critical psychological and technical floor. Below that, $3,700 and $3,400 provide additional support from previous consolidation ranges, with the long-term foundational support firmly at $1,500. On the resistance side, $4,750 is the immediate hurdle, followed by the significant $4,900 mark and the psychological $5,000 level. A breakout above $4,920, as suggested by analysts, could open the path to much higher targets, potentially $5,260, $6,000, or even $10,000 in the long term, especially if algorithmic buying kicks in above $4,900. We are cautiously optimistic for a bullish continuation. There is a 60 to 70% likelihood that ETHUSD will break above $4,750 and test $4,900 soon. This outcome is reinforced by sustained ETF inflows and broader positive market sentiment, but continued positive news regarding the U.S. and global economy and Fed rate cuts would strengthen this likelihood. A consolidation or minor pullback to the $4,500 to $4,700 range, or a retest of $4,300 to $4,400, carries a 20 to 30% probability, likely in the event of mixed news or short-term profit-taking. A significant downtrend, breaking below $4,300 and heading towards $3,700, is less likely, around 10 to 20%. And would probably require major negative regulatory news or a broader market downturn. Watch for upcoming SEC announcements regarding ETH ETF staking proposals, as these could significantly impact market sentiment. Also, keep an eye on transaction volumes accompanying price movements. Higher volume on uptrends confirms strength, while declining volume or rising volume on downtrends could signal weakness. Finally, monitor any updates on Ethereum's technical upgrades, like the Fusaka and zkVM integrations, as their successful deployment will enhance network value and adoption. That's all for today's deep dive into ETHUSD on Explain the Charts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest analyses.